Hello and welcome to On the Fives. I'm your host, Nicole of the Red5 Reading Book Club of the Red5 Network. You can find the Red5 Reading Club on Twitter, also known as X now. I mean, if you can remember that. Most of us still call it Twitter. Anywho, as well as BioLink slash Red5. So again, welcome everybody to the show. I'm so excited because for those who are new to the show, I just like to, I like talking about books. So I am inviting various Red5 reading content creators as well as friends and guests of, our network. And I just love to get to know everybody in bookworm form. And I'm so excited because today I have a very dear friend and special guest today that I cannot believe. I'm actually going to say this. I'm coming up on 4 years of knowing, and I'm like really surprised about that one because I'm really excited. So anyways, I want to introduce my friend of CamRay Semi Productions, Mr. CamRay, as well as he has a friend with him today. A lot of people, if you don't know him, you're going to get to know him, and that is Bub the monkey lizard when he decides. Oh, he popped in right off the bat. That's wonderful. But hello to you guys. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
I'm so excited.
Say something, Bob? Nicole, I'm gonna have to apologize to you right off the bat. I was hoping this wouldn't actually be an issue, but Bub evidently agreed to be on the show, but he didn't realize, I guess, that I was also on it. And anyway, he said he's not going to talk if I'm on the screen. I don't know. I think something about upstaging him or something because,
Yeah, he likes to be in his own spotlight.
He does, but I was hoping maybe, it was a threat, but, monkey lizards, you can't really take their word for, everything. But anyway, I apologize. I probably shouldn't have invited him on. But.
It's all good. I'm glad that you are both here. And I don't know if you heard me, but I cannot believe this. Can you believe that you and I will have known each other 4 years coming up this late winter?
I heard that. I cannot. It's kind of crazy because in a way I can. It feels like, I've known a lot of you guys forever, but then in a way it feels like, we just met. So it's pretty crazy. 4 years.
It's coming up like March, February. It's crazy.
That is wild. So
it is wild. I'm like, how did that happen?
I don't know. Ask my back, my knees, and my eyesight.
That might be true. Well, the good news is today that every question is going to be in book form. So versus about our knees or our backs, unless we're talking about a health book, but I don't think that's going to get brought up today.
No, I don't either. I don't know. I didn't really tell Bub this was about books because he can't really read, but we won't
tell him. It's okay.
Actually, I kind of like this because if he can't talk if I'm on, so I'm kind of enjoying that.
I am sure
figured out a way to knock me off of the video, but I guess
I'm sure Bub will interject when he chooses he wants to speak.
Yeah,
and he just wants to talk to me, which is absolutely fine. So, Bub, whenever you choose to, chime in, he can chime in whenever he chooses.
Hey, everybody. I'm so glad to be here. As you can see, I'm on the planet Hoth right now. As you can see behind me all the speeders going around and the snow falling and all of that. You're probably wondering how I got to Hoth. It was quite...
Bub, I don't know what just happened, but I got back on, so... I guess he figured something out, but I overrode it for now. I just wanted to let you. I guess he. I'll tell you later. But that looks great, Bub. It looks like you're on Hoth. Wow, that's really good.
Maybe he does know how to read. Maybe he's already gotten lost into a chapter in a book and just completely gone into Hoth.
Maybe, I don't know, but he thinks the green screen is working. And so I just kind of went along with it. So anyway.
Gotcha. Yeah, we won't water his feelings. Yeah. All right. So Cam and Bub, let's go ahead and kick this off, shall we? We're going to begin off with 5 this or that questions. Okay. Remember, everything is in book question form.
Okay.
All right. First question.
That. The answer is that. Tat.
That. Okay.
Oh man, I'm freezing in this snowstorm. Oh, I can't believe it's so cold out here.
You know, a tauntaun might be able to assist you, Bub.
You don't win anything, bub. It's those aren't the answers. Okay, sorry.
Next thing I know, he'll be asking me for a Hot Wheel. I mean, a car. That's only how many years of coming.
Yeah, he never got it, so don't bring that up. That's a
Yeah. I offered to him. I said he should get a tauntaun. He was cold, and I said he should probably get a tauntaun.
Yeah,
So
I think it would work.
Oh, well, I don't think he understands where a certain character from Star Wars stayed. You know what I mean? In the belly of a tauntaun.
No, he's not very smart. So.
All right. So, physical book, ebook, or audio book?
Oh man. Well, that's a tough question. I do like. I prefer to read a book, like an actual. Did you say ebook or audiobook or?
Yes,
or
I actually added a third one for once.
Okay. Yeah. I prefer regular paper and ink. That's my favorite. There's no blue light, and I prefer to use my imagination when I'm reading. But I will say, that being said, I mean, audio books, you know, I really enjoy them when they're done dramatically and, you know, the added music and all of that. Or if I'm, you know, traveling, which I am a lot. So, but my favorite is pencil and paper or ink and paper. Yeah.
Ink and paper. Although I just had an idea, which happens when I'm around you.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
I know, right?
It's contagious.
This is contagious. It's going to sound crazy, but have you ever thought about maybe voicing a book or having Bub voice a kid's book? I mean, crazy thoughts here. I know. Look at the ideas.
He did a nursery rhyme once. It was terrible. So no. Yeah, it's not good.
For anybody who's never been around CamRay or I or any of our friends, we usually just all of a sudden ideas begin to pop out like rabbits.
Mm-hmm. It happens.
It snowballs.
Well, collaboration is awesome.
This is true.
But
I prefer to call it collaboration.
I know you do, Bob.
Because my name is Bob in collaboration. This horse is really.
That's oh my gosh. Sorry. Actually, yeah, I've thought about that. I think about a lot of things. I've got a scratch pad with about 30 ideas for sketches and little comedy ideas and whatnot that are either just ideas or halfway done, but it takes me forever to actually finish them. But I have thought about, I really would like to get into that seriously, like maybe, you know, recording audiobooks and doing voices and stuff. So,
and here's me. Take the money. I'm ready. Let's go.
Let's do this. No, I would love to. Yeah.
Okay. Next question. Classics or contemporary?
Oh, wow. That's a tough one. Well, okay. Define classics, because like kids nowadays call oldies the music I listened to in high school. So like when you say classics or
we're talking our type of classics,
like
Cam. Okay, like Charles Dickens and Jane Austen, like the older, like
okay.
We're talking like real literature. We're not talking about like 90s just yet or 2000s or, you know, yeah.
Oh man, that's a tough one. I mean, like I love like Lord of the Rings. Anything C.S. Lewis, like as a kid, Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, that whole Chronicles of Narnia, that's like my all-time favorite book series. So I mean, I would consider C.S. Lewis classic because, you know, him and Tolkien, they're kind of that era. But like as far as like, I don't know, as far as when you start, you know, Dickens and those. I mean, I like them, but I guess I haven't really dove into like the, you know, the real heavy classics I probably should.
But C.S. Lewis and Tolkien are both definitely classic. They're definitely under.
I definitely like that. But then also, you know, I enjoy some modern stuff that typically if it's, you know, either, you know, sci-fi, fantasy kind of stuff. I mean, I don't know. I like a lot of different types of literature though. So I kind of enjoy just whatever, like even if it's a book I didn't don't necessarily have interest in reading, once I read it, I typically enjoy most books that I read. So I don't know. I guess I'm just, I like reading. So, I mean,
Me too. Me too.
yeah.
All
Classics. Let's go classics.
Okay. So.
Yeah, I don't read, so NA.
That was easy.
We'll go with his answer.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
go with it.
Are you a person who has to read one book at a time, or can you handle doing multiple book readings?
I've got AD, DHD, EFG, HIJK, LMNOP. So,
Okay.
while if I'm reading, like whatever I'm reading, I get hyper focused on, and I kind of feel like I've got to finish that. But that being said, if I take a break and I'm feeling like some other style, I'll jump to that. So no, I don't have to just read one, because like right now I probably have 4 or 5 different books going on that I've started. Usually it'll be like 1, 2 or 3 audiobooks. I feel like audiobooks, I can have more than one going on at a time, more so than a book that I'm actually reading.
Right.
Maybe genre. I do that more with genre. Like I'll read like more nonfiction, like nonfiction type books. I can read like something like that, and then also have a novel going on, but probably wouldn't be reading like multiple novels at the same, or in the same genre at least. So
yeah, I know. I like right now doing Heir to the Empire, but at the same time I've started just doing an additional like Christmas book on the side. I love to do the Christmas reading.
Yep.
So I'm just like, okay, but then I'm holding off on the major deep ones until like after I'm done with Heir to the Empire. So
that's kind of how I am. If it's one that I'm like, oh, it's cool, I want to read it, but it's not like over a big story arc or something that I'm really into. I just read Heir to the Empire before y'all started that, so I was like, oh man. But so
feel free to join in anytime, because this week we're doing our final one, and then if you want to, and
and I'm assuming you're going on to the second book.
Yes,
because I read like the first chapter of the second book, and then life took over, so maybe I'll jump in on that second one for sure.
Feel free,
because I enjoyed it, so I'd like to keep going.
And quick side note for those who don't know what Cam and I are talking about, again, I'm part of the Red5Reading Network, Red5Reading Book Club, and we're reading Heir to the Empire. If you ever want to join us, you can join us, and we actually discuss our books on the Red5 Network's Discord, which is nice. All right, we got 2 more for this or that. One point of view or 2 or more point of views when you're reading a book.
Oh,
which one do you prefer?
And I have to choose one or the other.
It's this or that.
Yeah, not this and that. Oh man,
I know.
Well,
a lot.
That's a tough one, because I think of like the Hunger Games. I enjoyed that, and it was kind of first person, kind of you follow Katniss the whole time, and kind of in her mind, and I like that. But also I really enjoy the books, where each chapter maybe. Sometimes not even each chapter, where you're kind of seeing the big picture overall. I've been working on writing a novel for years now. It's in the very early stages. I've got it like outlined, and I know all the basic, twists and turns, plot points, and got like a whole trilogy plan, like where it could go.
Oh my gosh.
But I really want to get into that, like a bunch of things, but with the ADHD, I'm all over the place. I'm like, I'll do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to film that. I'm going to do that. But anyway, the reason I'm saying that is I keep going back and forth, like how to write it, because part of me wants to write it from the point of view of the main character, because I think that would be really effective with, things that happen in the story. But then when I read or hear books that have multiple points of view, I like that too, because then you're able to almost, I think maybe because I enjoy acting and all, it's cool because you get to then kind of play a bunch of different characters in the same book, versus just the one. But okay, sorry, I'm rambling.
It's okay.
I know which one I like the best.
I think I know which way you're leaning, but
yeah, I don't know. I'll go with as far as reading. I like the multiple points of view. Just I think it kind of mixes it up and it keeps it fresh. And you're kind of, I like both, but I think I kind of like that, because then you're like, okay, how are they going to respond to this, or what are they actually thinking when they made that choice? So okay, I'll go with multiple, but it's not like it's way better than the other one. It's just because you're forcing my hand. So
sorry.
I say this.
Of course he would.
Okay, well, you
He'll
win.
always go opposite. All right.
Oh, man.
Last one. Okay. Would you rather meet your favorite author or meet your favorite character from a book?
Oh,
I know. I know I'm
Um,
awful. I hope you'll still be friends with me after this.
I'll consider it. Yeah. I think we can still make it work. Wow. I don't know. It's probably, I don't know. It might be horrible, but I would probably choose the character because I feel like same with actors, like you like them usually because of their characters that they're playing, and not always. I don't want to be like Mr. Negative, but a lot of times, like the author or the actor in real life is kind of, it might, unless you know a lot about it. Depends though, because if I knew like C.S. Lewis, I'd be like, yep, I want to meet him because I kind of like him as a person
Right.
too, or like, you know what I mean? It's like I feel like
Yeah.
I relate to his,
Yes.
just kind of the stuff he would say, like the stuff the way he believed and felt and the things he said as himself. But so I can't, it's kind of a blanket statement, I guess or it would depend on who it was. But I'd probably say the character because that's why I like reading. I mean, it would be cool to meet the author to like pick their brain about writing strategies and whatnot. But like, as far as, I don't know, I like to read or to watch movies to escape and so I'd like to meet the character. Final answer.
Awesome. Final answer.
I'd like to meet the author because Cam said the character one.
I think this is a win-win situation.
Yeah, that's a great, yeah. Well, I guess, hey, if you just combine my answers and Bub's, then,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
we're in a win-win situation.
That's good. Okay, we'll go with that.
All right. Well, like we weren't already in deep enough conversation. We're about to dig deeper.
Oh, no.
I know. But the good news is you got your Santa Claus hats on.
Yes.
And you guys are ready. And Bub, I wore a Grinch shirt because I thought that was a character he would like.
Oh, nice.
I know.
He is one of my favorite characters.
I know. It says the
He embodies
nicest.
Christmas like none other.
Yeah, my shirt says the nice list is overrated.
Oh.
And I thought
Yeah.
that was something Bub would like.
That's definitely a Bub thing. Yeah.
I think him and the Grinch might actually get along.
I do too. The Grinch's heart might be a little bigger, but
Possibly. You never know.
he's still playing the silent game. Okay.
Okay.
It's fine.
Here we go. Ready? And again,
All right.
just 5 questions. Name a fictional character that reminds you of you.
Oh.
Ooh, I know.
In real life? It reminds me of me in real life?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's tough. Okay. Well,
Or is there like a character like you've read and you're like, oh, I'm a lot like them?
Well, no, I think I immediately go to like the kind of character I would like to play. But but
Can't wait.
this is a deeper question, so I've got to be serious. I haven't really thought about that. Let's see. Maybe I should have gotten the questions early.
I did offer.
It's me. Yeah. Do a lot of ums and hums.
You're good.
Let me think. A character. Oh, okay. That reminds me of me. Not that I would like to be like. Is that what you said?
Yes.
It reminds me of me. Oh,
But
okay.
we'll go either or.
Well, okay. Let's see. I was gonna go the Yoda route, but actually Qui-Gon Jinn, he's the greatest Jedi. But if we're talking about a character, let's talk about if we're talking about a character from a book, since this is about reading. Let's see. Golly.
Hey.
Why are you doing that?
It's okay.
That's a tough one.
Alfie's come to visit for a moment, so we're good.
Okay.
Has Bub, just side question, has Bub ever seen a cat? Do you guys have cats, dogs?
No, I don't. I really don't care for cats, so never really exposed Bub to.
Not like cats. Look, Bub. This is Alphaba.
What
This is Alfie.
that?
That is a cat. I think you would like her. She's
Is it
sassy.
best roasted, fried, or boiled?
No. Cats are friends.
Like a porg
porgs.
is a friend.
Bub like monkey lizards and porgs. Cats are our friends.
Porgs are food, but okay.
Gosh, I'm sorry.
Man, he's got a wild imagination, Cam.
He can't get enough fried pork. I'm sorry. It's just become one of those things. Oh wow, that's a tough one because I don't know. I feel like I can think of like a character. It's like oh, I would like to be like aspire to be like this person, but then like a character that reminds me of me. I'm not 100% sure on. Let me think. Can we come back to that one maybe?
Yeah, absolutely.
That is
Let's see if another question helps that.
Yeah,
And
I'm not
again,
good
if
at that.
we'll do an inspired by, and
Mhm.
that's okay. Oh, good. Name a book setting you would like to visit.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
That one's only tough because there's so many. That's
True
exciting
story.
thing about book settings. I'd probably say Narnia, just sticking with that because, not under when it's not under the rule of the witch, So.
True. Preferably with Aslan, or
Yeah, definitely.
sons
But I
and
just love,
daughters.
yeah.
Adam and
It's
Eve.
just a nice, the animals talking, everything's awesome and wonderful, and all creation is happy and getting along. So, yep. Narnia.
Okay. What is?
Oh, wait, you didn't get my answer.
Oh, where would you like to visit, Bub?
Well, mine is also Narnia. Narnia business.
Folks, this is Bub the monkey lizard.
Gosh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm the dad here.
What is your favorite Christmas book from your childhood?
Favorite Christmas book from my childhood. Let's see.
Sorry, I've got Alphaba just like she's just walking around making a lot of sound, whipping her tail.
Nice.
Bub's gonna be like, what is that?
Oh man, I'm trying to think of Christmas books from my childhood. I know we read some. I was trying to think. Watched a lot of TV, so I'm like trying to like, did we read this book or was it just the made for TV? I mean, I always liked the Christmas Carol. I mean, that was always kind of my favorite. It's hard to go wrong with that
one
story.
Of my favorites.
But I think probably the Night Before Christmas. Because the
classic
illustrated, where you go through. Because I always liked that story, and you have this kind of the pictures to go along with it when you're younger. And so.
Did you and your family like read Christmas books together, like The Grinch or Polar Express? Did you and your mom or your grandma, or do you have any?
Well, Polar Express wasn't around because I'm super old.
We are not old, Cam, and it was around when we were younger.
Was it? I guess so.
Yes, it was.
I don't know. I've just, I guess.
But I'm just curious. Do you have any memories of like reading books with your family?
We definitely read The Grinch. We didn't like sit around and read books really. Like we watched TV and all. I mean, we would, had books and would have, would read them, but not necessarily like read a Christmas book. I would say probably. I mean, we'd probably at Christmas probably read like the Christmas story, from the Bible and all. So, do that, and we had, The Grinch. I know I had like all the Dr. Seuss books. Was really into all of those. Night Before Christmas.
Yeah.
Yep. So, of course, I'll think of some later that I just don't remember. But my favorite book as a kid. Well, do you have that book? Is that a question, or is this just Christmas?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
My favorite was the little golden book of Grover the monster at the end of the book. You remember that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love the
page. And he keeps
the page. Yes.
I read that constantly, and so I also read it to my kids. They love it too. So,
of
course, now they've got it all animated and all, so you can hear Grover animate or narrate it. So, but yeah, I'd say probably the was it Night Before Christmas?
Okay. All right. What is a favorite Christmas book you would like to see turned into a movie?
Ooh. I feel like they all have already been turned into movies. I don't know if I've read one that isn't already a movie. I guess I need to get more into Christmas books. Like I can't really think of a whole lot of Christmas books, and if I do, it's like, oh, that's a movie.
Well, then let's ask. Let me change the question then.
Sorry.
What is a favorite book that you have seen turned into a movie that you will like?
Okay.
Let's do that.
All right. Favorite Christmas book that has been turned into a movie. I mean, I'd probably have to go with Christmas Carol.
Classic.
And then the question is, which movie, which version? So
that's a hard one.
Muppet Christmas Carol comes to mind. Yes. That's probably a favorite.
This is my other favorite, Christmas Carol with Mickey.
Oh, well, I will say one of my favorite movies. Oh, it's a short, the small one, the old Disney movie, small one, the little donkey. Where he ends up like carrying Mary and Joseph to.
I think that's an underrated Christmas short. I think
it is. Really I love it. And it's like, maybe, I don't know, because I cry every time I watch it, but it's just because like you feel sad for the, and the music and all is great in it. It's like classic Disney drawing, and then it like has a great ending. It's like he's small one. She's like old and feeble and all, but then she, ends up carrying Mary and Joseph to Bethlehem or whatever. So. Anyway, so I thought it was a good movie. I don't know if it's based on a book, but and then Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Technically, it's based off of,
Well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, there you go.
Right.
Yeah, liberties were taken.
Curiosity question: does Bub just like to sit around and like watch movies and all that stuff too, or Christmas movies? Does he like just maybe he does when you guys are not around? But I'm just curious.
I don't really know because a lot of times he's in his room, and so I'm not really sure.
I have some plots I'm working on.
Do you like to watch movies or Christmas movies?
My favorite one is Narnia.
Like Narnia Business?
Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry.
It's all good.
Oh no.
If you could believe it, though, we're already to our last question. It goes by fast. I told you, it goes by faster than a tauntaun, after a bub.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so we're sticking right with Christmas.
Okay.
And you've already had your answer, but that's okay. Who is your favorite Christmas book character and why?
Favorite Christmas book character and why? Oh. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to stick with probably Bob Cratchit. Stick with the Christmas Carol theme, just because he's like he doesn't, he kind of doesn't back down, and he and everybody else is like, rude to Scrooge and all of that, and he's like, kind of, he just sticks with it. He's like, I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to be, be a stick in the mud. And
hey, curiosity, speaking of Bob Cratchit, do you see yourself kind of like Bob Cratchit because you're very kind and
I mean, I would like to be. I think that's the thing. That's where I think I have the problem. Like I would like to be like that, but it feels weird to say like, oh yeah, I'm like Bob Cratchit, very kind and giving and gentle, and it's true. No, but yeah, I would like, I mean, I guess that's who I would inspire. That's what I would inspire to be like. That's probably why when I'm acting, I like to play jerks, and my favorite character would be like a Michael Scott kind of character. Mm-hmm. Just like kind of the dumb, he's not really a jerk, really. He's just he's just stupid, but I like, I love playing, like if I played a character in a movie or something, I'd like to be the villain or, I don't know. I'd like to play a part opposite because I feel like I'm not
polar opposite of you.
I try and, I feel like for the most part, I'm not very mean in real life. So
no,
I try to like give people, be kind and, so I feel like, inspired to that. So yeah, I'll go with that.
I think you're like a crossover though. Maybe you're like a Bob Cratchit / like Qui-Gon Jinn, or meets Qui-Gon Jinn.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do. Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. I'd love
some
that.
wisdom there.
Now that's what we need is I've done like some Christmas Carol, Star Wars, Photoshop.
I know.
But like, that would be kind of cool to actually have a crossover movie where, they actually do that, but it's kind of like mixing the two worlds. So
Yeah.
might be kind of
Oh
interesting.
my gosh. Well, this has been so much fun. And I appreciate you and Bub taking time to come and talk to me about various bookworm questions. Because that's what I want to do. I want to continue to get to know my friends and content creators, and I'm gonna blast. So
I really appreciate it. No, that's awesome. Makes me want to. I haven't been reading as much lately as I'd like to, so makes me want to like jump back in and have about 3 or 4 books going again. So
Well, and it's wintertime. I always felt like I read more in winter than I do.
yeah, it's like, okay, it's cold or rainy or whatever. You know, it's like I want to stay in and yeah. And then the new year, you're always kind of like, hey, I want to like, kind of less screen time or less, this or that, focus on family more, this or whatever. So I think that'd be cool. And do some more reading.
All right.
Yeah.
So before we get going, does Bob have any final things he would like to talk about or any things to say?
I have no idea. If he says Narnia, though, I think you should cut him from the stream. I'll tell you that much.
Hey, Bob.
Hey.
Thank you for hanging out today.
Yeah. Next time, can we just make it you and me?
Oh, we might be able to do that.
Yeah, I just can't handle, the upstaging and just the arrogance, I guess you could say.
Well,
Cam, I don't want him to hear me, but
Bob,
he kind of just takes over and he won't let me get word in edgewise.
Yeah, well, maybe we can do that in the new year, but that means you're gonna have to read a few books.
Maybe right now we just let him go and
let him go. Let him go. Are you going to be able to tell me all about where you can find Cam as well on social media? Can you tell me that?
I forget.
You forget.
Oh, yeah, no, now I remember. Narnia.com.
Well,
I'll tell you because he's not going to. Anyway, actually, I have the same request as Bub. Next time, we'll keep us separate because.
Well, I was telling Bub that means he's going to have to read a few books, so he has some answers.
Okay, perfect. That's perfect. So Bub, once you are reading, you can come back on the show. So that works great.
He might even have some recommendations, and that would actually be pretty cool. I think
I would like to hear that. Yeah.
Book recommendations might be interesting from a monkey lizard's perspective.
Probably all picture books, but
hey, there is nothing wrong with picture books.
No, not at all.
This is a family-friendly show, so maybe there's gonna be a kid out there once.
Yeah. Well, there we go. So maybe he could. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll make it work.
Yeah, he can do his own thing from now on. So, but anyway, you can find me and Bub at CamRay Semi Productions on YouTube. We're on X Twitter. I don't know what
I know X Twitter.
At
X.
some point, is it just going to be X?
I don't
that's
know.
just a letter of the alphabet. So I feel like it's Twitter and it's always Twitter. So it's always going to be X, formerly known as Twitter,
Exactly.
So I don't know. I think that was a dumb move, but that's a side note. On Twitter, at CamRay, on Instagram at CamRay, Facebook, CamRay Semi Productions, and on TikTok, CamRay Semi Productions. So, and mostly we do comedy, parody, satire, all family friendly and, mostly Star Wars related, but kind of delve into some other things too. So,
yeah, including Golden Girls.
Yeah, Golden Girls are good. So.
If you know, you know. If not, check Cam's back catalog because he's got an awesome archive of many, many different little shorts, or the Pasta Wars.
Oh yeah, I've got the second one almost done. I need to record it, so get that up there.
Oh my gosh, I love that. If I'm having a hard day, friends, if you're having a hard day, having a bad day, you check out CamRay's stuff. His back archives, I can guarantee it will make your day better. And you might even see Bub. You might see Bub.
Yeah. I mean, but then there's another video that'll make your day better. So don't worry about it. So.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm Nicole, your host. You can find me again on the Red5 Network's Red5Reading Book Club on X. Oh, look at that. Very nice. I don't have that one. I've got a red one. I need to talk to Ro. I'm like, I don't have that one.
Get on it.
As well as I'm actually Peace Love Fandoms on X as well as Twitter and /Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and all that fun stuff. Oh, and then of course the Red5 Reading Network Discord, and you got a Discord too.
Yeah, CamRay Semi Productions.
Yeah, we do hang out there, people. We
there's an occasional thing here and there. I'd like to, use some of that more. I'm working on kind of updating everything, kind of rebranding and all, and trying to, get better at the whole, like, being a little more consistent with all of that. So,
well, and I know that you and I are kind of more for certain type of Discords, like we're in certain places. So
right. Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you again, Cam and Bob, for coming in and having fun this morning and visiting with me and talking. I really do appreciate it.
Oh, thanks for having us.
Follow CamRay Semi Productions and his monkey lizard Bub, because they're wonderful friends of mine, and I know you guys will just love them and adore them. So thank you everybody for stopping in. I hope you have a wonderful December and holiday season, and take care. And we'll see you next time on the Fives.